understand, they talk to me. You got tools in your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel.
So what's going on, guys? It's Clarky back with a new video today, and as I promised, today is belt day. And this is a first for me. This is the first real big gold that I've actually ever owned. This comes courtesy of a good friend of mine, a personal friend of mine, the guy I talk to on a day-to-day basis. One of the most patient guys in the belt business that I've spoken to. This is a squared circle belt. In a weird way, this is kind of like a collaboration piece between three people, being that this is a squared circle belt. The leather work on this belt is actually done by Mrs. B, which is the second belt I own with her work. So I'll show you some of her work on the leatherwork. So you can see it's a J-Mar style snap box with the J-Mar-esque stamp in the tip there. SquaredCircleBelts.com in the snap box area. So if you do want to get a squared circle belt or a tribute belt of any kind, Gav's work is absolutely immense, it's phenomenal. This is his rendition of textured big gold. But yeah, it gives us his own personalisation of his stamp in the snap box there. So this is Gav's take on the textured big gold that was around in sort of 2011-ish, I guess. I don't think it's specifically based on the version that WWE used. I think it's like a combo of different types of artwork, but that's kind of what I feel it's based on. That's the gap it's going to fill in my collection. So as you can see, excuse my poor lighting here in the UK, it's about 7:30 at night, and trying to get lighting from my display cases to give you a good idea of the texturing. Double-etched textured plates. This is actually the one of two big golds. My other big gold is actually being done and it'll be through soon, but that's an all gold non-textured big gold. So it's nice to have a textured big gold in the collection. I got this as part of a trade with a good friend of mine who I've known for a few years as well in the hobby, which is a guy called Patrick. Said to Gav I always wanted to own a squared circle belt. Took a little bit of time, but here we are. And yeah, I'll be keeping this one as I'm really chuffed with it. So absolutely beautiful piece. I will be having a nameplate of my own name made at some point. This belt did come with a nameplate of a certain wrestler that no longer exists. Lol. So I just took it off for the sake of this video, just so you can see the texturing as well. And basically, yeah, the nameplate turned invisible, because as did the person. I'm kidding. So side plate here is basically the same as the other side, just reversed. Leatherwork is lovely, can't fault it at all, nice and loose. Mrs. B did a good turnaround for me on the belt. So as I said, this belt was a three-way kind of deal. So this is actually quite a special piece to me. So the previous owner who had it took the backing off, do some work on the belt, perhaps replace it, and the snaps here are missing and the backing was missing, so I've had those snaps replaced. Now the backing itself was done by Mrs. B, and I took massive advantage of a situation that she posted up on belttalk.com of backing that she had courtesy of Dave Millican. This backing was used on the TV version of the big gold in around about 2011-2012, which is the thick red Croc backing that was used on the big gold that he used for TV. So I'll stop the video here and I'll flip the belt over and I'll show you how that looks, because it's awesome. So give me 2 ticks. So here we go, guys. Here's the red backing on the back. As I said, this is TV accurate, as accurate as you will get, because it's the same cut of the same material that was used on the big gold held by the likes of Dolph Ziggler, Alberto Del Rio, the Big Show, and a few other people. So this is the exact same cut of material that was used by Dave Millican on the big gold used on TV. Now, to my understanding, I got a cut of this for this belt, and a buddy of mine called James got the second cut. To our knowledge, no one else managed to, or there wasn't enough left to get any other belts. In this light, it actually looks really dark, so what I do again is I'll pause the video shortly and I'll turn the flash on, and you can get a good look for, you know, the accuracy's sake of the shade, just for any non-believers. So bear with me again. So here we go, guys. Here's the with the flash on, the red backing. As you can see, when the light's hitting it, it's very bright red now. It did look a lot brighter. It does look a lot brighter in person, to be honest with you, but the lighting here is not helping. But on TV, it looked really bright, and the reason being is because obviously the lights on TV are really bright. Obviously, the massive spotlights and stuff. So this is 100% TV accurate because it's the same cut. You can see how the shade changes when I go onto it. It's really bright, and then you come back and it kind of looks dark because there's no light hitting it. When the light hits it, it's really bright. It's kind of blood red. So yeah, that's the backing. So here we are with a flash on the front plate. You can see the texturing really pops as I pan over the belt. The texturing in the grappling area there, and nameplate area, and at the top here, World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Similar to Hazard F5's video, really, this belt is a bit of a chameleon, to be honest with you. It kind of pops in different lights. You can see the texturing really popping in the nameplate area there and around the globe. In the grappling areas, it's almost like it's, you know, like it's restoned, if that makes sense. But yeah, red jewels look absolutely beautiful. This belt was a keeper for me. I absolutely love it. I wasn't sure I was going to feel about it when it came through, but now it's come through with the backing and stuff. It's beautiful. Like, I can't let go of it unless someone offered me silly amounts of money. So once you go real, you never go back, guys. This is the first for me, a real big gold, and having one in hand like this is a dream come true. And I'd like to thank Gav from Squared Circle Belts for, well, I guess, making it in the first place. Patrick for doing the deal with me, and Mrs. B for just completing the belt, and obviously doing the leather work in the first instance. But yeah, if you guys are after a textured big gold over here in the UK, I can't recommend Gav enough. Again, one of the unsung heroes of the belt hobby. His custom work for custom belts is phenomenal, and this big gold is awesome. So if you want one, hit him up. He's always available pretty much online all the time and responds very quickly. And I think this is the first big gold textured. Not sure, Gav can confirm. But anyway, I'm rambling and I'm boring, and the belt can talk for itself. So awesome, guys. Hope you like the belt, and yeah, time to put it in a case. Cheers, take care, bye.